welcome to this week's vlog. How you doing? Welcome to the start of the week. If you can hear my heat going, I'm sorry, it's very cold out. I'm very excited. We had a huge snowstorm yesterday. I woke up to so much snow, and then today it's still falling down, and I'm really excited. I currently have a bagel in the toaster, and I jumped so hard at the toaster. So I am about to go and get my booster shot today, actually in half an hour. So I'm just having some breakfast first. I am going down to the hockey rink, the skating arena, to get my vaccine. I feel like that is the most Canadian thing ever. But that's just where I'm going to get mine, and yeah, feeling okay today, feeling pretty good. I did my yoga, which was really good this morning. Oh my, gets me every time. How is there a way to not startle so easily? I started a couple new books I'm really enjoying, and I do have class today as well online. So I think for this week what we're gonna do is combine my school, uni vlog stuff with just my reading and everyday life and lifestyle vlog. So we're just gonna mash them together this week, see what happens. I've been separating those for a while because I just thought maybe that would be better for you guys, but let me know what you like, or if you even care. Maybe you don't even care. So let me eat my French toast bagel. I got a new thing of butter. That's exciting. If you've never heard of this series, you can read them out of order. I think this is the 5th one, but it's about the Moomin family, who are Moomins. You guys told me they are, you know, not actual any animals. They're closer to like a troll kind of creature, but this one just follows Moomin Troll, who is, I think, the youngest son. Is he the youngest son in the family? But they hibernate during the winter, but for some reason this winter Moomin Troll wakes up and he has to deal with the winter all by himself while the rest of his family is sleeping. It's so quietly like philosophical, and it's full of so many wonderful quotes about winter and death and silence and depression and the darkness, and this whole book is basically Moomin Troll yearning for spring and the sun to come back. But eventually he's starting, I think just right now actually, he's starting to appreciate the winter and what it brings, and like different people that come out and stuff, and it's just so sweet. And there's so many beautiful illustrations throughout the whole book, and it's so charming. And you are all absolutely right, this series and this book, I'm just loving it so much. It has been such a nice companion these past 2 mornings. So yeah, this is one of the things I'm currently reading, and I'm adoring it. Highly recommend. I haven't seen this for so long, my baby. Okay, relax, I'm coming in. Wait, just wait. Okay, I don't want you to jump on my face. Baby. All right, hey, back in there. Get back in here. Get back in here. Hi, Snowdrop. Okay. Okay, down. I think she's really excited to see me. Easy. All right, hi. Gentle. Okay, don't jump on my face. Smells so deep. Apparently there was a red fox out here yesterday, other than this one. Evie, you had a fox friend. I don't think you were being very friendly to him though. I just got my vaccine. It was so fast. And now I'm here with you. So long since I've been home because my brother had COVID, but he's all recovered now. My parents are healthy, and I'm here. fast. There we go. She was company all the time at school. Good morning, guys. Welcome to today's actually Wednesday. My arm is so sore and I think it's affecting me this time. The last two, like the first two doses I got did not, like I had no side effects except for a sore arm, but a few hours after I got it I was just like knocked out, ready for bed, and I got a huge headache, although to be fair, that's probably from my period that's coming more than the vaccine, but it's hard to tell. And then I woke up with the same headache this morning and it had gotten so much worse. And I was planning on getting up early because I have a presentation today in class that is not done, but I just needed to go back to bed, take a bunch of painkillers, and now I'm awake. It's 12 o'clock. I have class in 2 hours, so I basically just have a couple hours to get this presentation in order. It's quite small, it's like 5 minutes, so it's not really a big deal, but I'm still not feeling great and I really don't want to do it. Alright, so my presentation's over. It went really well. Had a great time. I'm feeling kind of like a new person. Does anyone else feel like a whole new baby after they're done being sick or feeling ill and you just wanna take on the world? I still can feel the headache behind the Advil, but for right now I'm fine. I also painted my nails My grandma got me this color for Christmas. But now I'm gonna clean like the whole apartment because that's the kind of mood I'm in and things are a little bit messy in here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I have a lot of cool things to show you. Some packages arrived. Really excited about, so I'm gonna show you this one first. So this is from Plantio and they sent me their new plant pot. But as you can see, it has a screen because this guy, like if you put your plant in it, and it also came with a bunch of other cute little things, it tells you what your plant needs. Like if it needs water, if it needs more sun, like whatever it needs. I just think this is incredibly cool, very extra, but I just wanted to see like, you know, if it worked and how it worked and stuff like that. And they also sent like some cute little plant accessories and stuff. So I'm definitely going to be trying this. I've been rehoming some plants recently, so hopefully we can find someone to put in here. I think I actually have a new baby money plant, a pilea, to put in here. I think that's what I'm gonna put in here, so I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's gonna like light up and tell me what the plant needs. That's amazing. It's like a talking plant pot, so thank you guys so much. I can't wait to use it and see how it works. A couple books came. This first one came from the publisher. Thank you guys so much for sending this my way. They asked if I was interested in receiving a copy of Star Mother by Charlie Ann Holmberg, and I was like, yes, because this sounds so cool. And it's also, oh, my nails? It's gorgeous. It says, the sun god chooses the village of Endweaver to provide a mortal womb. The birthing of a star is always fatal for the mother, and Ceres, who considers herself an outsider, sacrifices herself to secure her family's honor and take control of her legacy. But after her star child is born, Ceres does what no other star mother has. She survives. But then this woman gets inexplicably displaced in time, and she is determined to seek out her descendants of like the stars. So I'm not sure how this works. I'm so intrigued. It also came with a cute like postcard. And then this one, I don't know who this is from. Oh no, maybe this is from Richard. Is this from Richard or am I wrong? I'm hoping this is from Richard unless I'm reading the wrong name there, but you sent me A Dog of Flanders. This is a very old, gorgeous book. Look it, thank you so much. And it has those wonderful illustrations. This looks so sweet. I just love it. Thank you so much. And then, because I'm a period chocolate monger, I was craving so much chocolate. I just searched in vegan snacks, vegan chocolate, vegan food, chocolate, truffles, candy, like everything. And so I think my roommate and I are gonna do a taste test because I don't think we've ever had any of these. So let me show you what I got. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna show you this because I'm really excited. This isn't like a snack. It's vegan mac and cheese by Go-Go Quinoa. There were so many good reviews on this thing. Not most actually. I just don't like the Daiya vegan mac and cheese. I don't think it's very good. It just tastes like Daiya cheese. And I like Daiya cheese, so I don't really know what, anyway. We usually just make our own mac and cheese here with our own cheese sauce, which is really good. But this one had amazing reviews and they said it's not like the Daiya one. It's not like any one they've ever had. And I've never heard of this before, so I'm really excited. Okay, so I got, what is this called? Does this say Theo? Peanut butter cups. This is what I'm most excited about. The Royal Nuts dark chocolate covered almonds. I also got a big bag of chocolate bark almonds and sea salt. Do you want real food first or no? We could have the KD and then have chocolate. I'm so smart. I really despise Matt. I don't care about Matt. Matt can go fall in the river or something. And Rand, I'm not really a big fan of Rand either right now. We just had, I think, one character death. And it's not really certain. Nothing in this book is super certain, but I'm really sad about it because you spend so long, right? Like, it's so agonizingly slow because, like, it's just a fantasy that takes like the approximate amount of time. All of it just builds up a closer relationship to the characters. Right now we just met a character who can speak to wolves and he's like a really cool aspect of the book and I'm really liking it, but it's just hard now because when it switches to like the perspective or for example, the group that Matt is in, who is one of the boys from Emmons Field, one of the 4 young people who are going to Tarvalin. It's just hard, right, to follow a perspective that you're not super keen on, you don't care about. Last thing I'll say is this is a personal thing, but I really don't like dream sequences or dream, you know, settings or parts of the book, and just like in Lord of the Rings, the Dark One can infiltrate your dreams. There's a lot of dreams in this book and a lot of descriptions of what you're doing in the dream, because a lot of it is pertinent to reality and stuff, but I'm just really one who, I just don't like dream sequences. I find them, like, I just don't want to read them. They're super boring. I don't care what happens in your dreams. I just want the real life kind of thing. Alright, so I'm just about to get into class. We're going to be finishing up talking about Frankenstein today, and then I think we're starting Ulysses by Tennyson, which I've never read before, so I'm really excited about that. I'm currently uploading a video. It is a little after 2 right now. I had a really good morning, but now I'm feeling really restless and just like not really sure what to do with myself, honestly, so I'm happy that I have like class, which is a good structure right now. But yeah, I had a wonderful morning, really slow morning of taking care of myself really well, and then just kind of lost focus from there. So trying to get back into it. I am trying to drink a lot more water too. So my lecture is done for the day. I honestly didn't get too much out of that one, which is a bit disappointing, and I think that is our last lecture about Frankenstein. But this morning I did finish a book. I finished Moomin Midwinter, which is the one I've been I was telling you guys about. I've actually only read this book while it was snowing, and all in the morning. It took me 3 cozy, wonderful, snowy mornings of either sitting on the couch or in bed with my morning coffee and reading this while the snow was falling. Like, I didn't read it on days when there wasn't a snowfall happening, and it was just so magical. Like I was saying, this is about Moomin Troll basically spending the winter alone. He's so lonely, it's so full of quiet and solitude, but then there's all these weird things that he's not used to. He's never been skiing or skating or seen the falling snow. He's not even sure how the snow comes to be in the world, and it was just so charming. And she just inserts these like really hard-hitting sentences sometimes that apply so much to adult life, even though of course this is a middle grade book, but it's just so full of love. And you see Moomin Troll like growing up. It was also perfect because he kind of wakes up in midwinter and then it slides into spring, but then when spring finally arrives he kind of misses the winter, and it was just so sweet. There was sometimes I just wanted to cry, sometimes I was just laughing, and I was pretty much just smiling through this whole thing. So I'm so glad I picked up the Moomin books, and I will definitely be reading probably all of them. And thank you so much for sending this one to me. Thank you guys for recommending this one to me. I still have the other one I have is Moomin Papa at Sea, I think it's called, and that one I think comes after this one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it does. So this one was 1957, and then Moomin Papa at Sea is 1965. I still don't know who gave me Moomin Papa at Sea, so if it was you, thank you once again. Who are you? This was so sweet. I highly recommend, and thank you guys so much for also pushing me to read it this winter, because so many of you commented on my book haul that I should just drop everything and read it in January because it's perfect for January, and I think it is, because it really anticipates the coming spring and like dealing with that melancholy feeling that, you know, the winter has worn on for far too long and things are still far too dark, and it all starts to feel a little bit hopeless and helpless is what this book is about, and kind of coming out of that time or dealing with that time, which is exactly what I needed as well. And then as far as the Wheel of Time goes, I'm now 496 pages through. It seems to me that there is a character in here. I'm not going to like spoil anything anytime with this series, or I'll try not to, but there's a character in here who gets an item. I believe it's a dagger that used to belong or is in some way associated with the Dark One, and they are starting to act very much like a certain Frodo Baggins acts when he has the One Ring. And I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Like, they're not aware, I think, that that's what's happening, but this dagger seems to be the source of their malevolence, and they're turning inwards, and their irritability and their anger. And so that's just something else I wanted to say as well. But yeah, Matt and Rand, really not liking following their perspectives right now. And I just honestly want more of the other characters at this moment. But this whole book is pretty much, so far, traveling with random things happening. 500 pages so far of traveling, which, like I said, I don't mind. I'm like enjoying it. It's just like a very long journey. So yeah, but I finished Moomin, so I'm going to pick a new book, but I actually also have another physical book on the go that I will show you guys. I think I talked about in the last vlog. It's Fortuna Sworn. I think I'm going to finish that one tonight too. I've been in a big reading mood, so I would love to finish this up soon. I think I'm 20 hours through the audiobook, but I still have another 10 to go, so yeah. that is this guy. But I think I'm actually just gonna go have a shower today, or right now, wash the day off of me, because I just had kind of a weird day where things were not working out. And I want to have a shower. I want to go for a walk, even though it is like negative 15, 16 out there. But yeah, I would also love to have a really yummy dinner and just have a good night. This is how my days have been going. My mornings have been super amazing. I like to sleep in a little bit recently, and I get up and I have like a very, not strict, but it's just like I go through the motions of my morning routine, and it is very much a routine. I'm in it, I follow it, and I have a great time with it, and it's very beneficial and good for me. And the later half of my day, I want to say like after 5 p.m., maybe 5:30, or even after 6 or 7, I feel, again, productive and great. And I have workout time scheduled for 7 p.m. and I've been doing that now for almost a week, which is great. In the morning, I do yoga, and then after dinner, I usually go for a walk, and then at 7 o'clock is the workout time, and then usually I read or play video games or just unwind. But during the period of like I want to say maybe 1:30, 1 to 5, I hate this time. I've been hating this time in the day. And so if anyone has any tips or what you do in the middle of the day, because the middle of the day for me is honestly a really weird bloated time where I'm not sure what to do with myself. I have no structure. Maybe that's the problem. I have things I could be doing, but I just feel the most unmotivated, yucky, and just like I want it to be over. So that's kind of how my days have been going for, I want to say, almost all of this new quarantine, isolation, winter thing that's been happening the past like month. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to chat, but I'm gonna go have a shower now, and I'm gonna finish some more books tonight. Hi guys, so today is Friday night now. It's almost 10 o'clock, but I have some exciting things to chat about, and I was just missing vlogging a little bit. I got really busy, and now we have a lot of catching up to do. But I don't know if you remember, but a few vlogs back I was talking about how at the beginning of December, so a long time ago, my friends and I went to a pottery class for the first time together, and it finally is ready. Here's what I made. I made a little bowl, and I'm so proud of him. I think he's so cute, and it says my name. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna put this in my bathroom, and maybe put rings or earrings or skincare. I just think it's really cute and simplistic, and I love how I left the little like ridges of circles in there. So here's my bowl. Just wanted to show you. Thank you. I do have some reading updates, and also a package came today, so let me show you that too. I'm gonna be doing, I started to film my around the world video of a book haul and update, and the footage got corrupted. So yeah, I think this is from Kira. It's gotta be one of those three, right? She sent me 2 books. Thank you so much. The first one is Doña Barbara. So many people have told me to read this. This is why it was on my wish list, because you guys commented on it. This is a book from Venezuela, and I really don't know too much about it other than that it's gothic and spooky, and it just sounds like exactly up my alley. Epic struggle between 2 cousins for a vast estate and ranch in the Venezuelan Llano or prairie. And so we follow Barbara, who is a mysteriously and powerfully beautiful woman. And she's consumed with hatred for all men. So this is one of the first examples of magical realism. This looks absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to read this. So that is Doña Barbara. And then she also gave me The Greenhouse by Mario Vargas Llosa, and this is from Peru, if I'm not mistaken. I think The Greenhouse, I've heard about this one the most, actually. This one is set right on the borders, I think, of the Amazon rainforest, if I'm not mistaken, in a small Peruvian town. Oh, situated between desert and jungle, which is torn by boredom and lust. But I think the greenhouse is a brothel in the small town, but then of course it also refers to the larger greenhouse, which is the jungle and the Amazon and stuff. So it brings together the innocent and the corrupt. We have a young Indian girl saved by the nuns only to become a prostitute. We have Father Garcia, who's struggling for the church, and 4 best friends drawn to both excitement and escape. So yeah, it's like on this border. I love books about borders and bordering and going over stuff and limits and stuff. So thank you so much. I'm so excited to read these. Central and South American literature has been consistently for the past 2 years now my favorite books and my favorite thing to read. And like my top 2 books from this year and last year are from Mexico and Colombia. So I'm so excited for, the rest of it. Amazing literature. amazing. Oh, my reading update is that I finished Fortuna Sworn yesterday. This was a reread for me because I think last reading vlog I showed you guys that I bought all 4 books that were out. This was so fun. This is exactly what I needed. This book, I bumped it up this time to a 4-star from a 3-star, just because like you know when you reread something and you get to see stuff that you missed before and you kind of catch on to things now. That was really cool. Always loved that experience. But as well, it's just, oh, I just love it. It's so addictive. Like, this is the most addictive series I've ever read. They're so quick to read, they just like draw you in, suck you in. They're so entertaining. Is this the best? No, it is the best fantasy romance series I've ever read. I was saying that. And I just really think the style is so perfectly, like her writing style, her characters, everything is so perfectly married to the genre. It's great. When I first read through, at least the first one, I really liked Colith, who is one of the Fae, and then we have Laurie, who's kind of our other main Fae guy, but already in the first book, there's so many different characters. I really like her brother, Damon. He's such a sweetheart. He's a cinnamon roll, but like I was saying, I really liked Colith a lot more, but actually this time on my read-through, I'm like, I kind of like Laurie more, just because like I can kind of see things, and just the way that, you know, she's being treated by both of these people is so great. But like, I just love Fortuna. She is my hero. She's amazing. She just like stands up for everyone. Like, if she sees someone like minimally picking on someone or even bullying someone a little bit when it's none of her business, she will go and make it her business and help you. And it is amazing. She will like leave no stone unturned, even at the risk of her own life, over and over and over again. She's just willing to sacrifice so much, and she goes through so much. And I'm scared to read the next book because Restless Slumber was the one that destroyed me. What I will say is that this first book I think is my least favorite of the series so far, just because it does involve, well, first of all, it's like the beginning, you know, it's a little bit slow, you're getting into it, but also this involves a trial, like a lot of Fae fantasy romance books do, and that's not really my favorite. I'm not really interested in that whole 3 trial competition thing, just because I find it a little bit boring, honestly. But that's only about this much of the book at the end, and it's so quick to get through. But the trials are definitely my least favorite part, and also just something I don't like in books in general. So I think that's why I gave it 3 stars the first time, but just honestly, I love this series. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I had planned just to binge read them all so that I could read the newest one, and I'm gonna take a break in between each one and just pick up something else, and then probably go to the next one. I also have an audiobook for one of them that like I own from Audible, so I might do that too. But I did finish this, 4 stars. So happy to have read it. I just love all the characters. I love learning so much, and just like it's just so addictive. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty much done with my January TBR. I still have Eye of the World on the go. I'm getting so tired of it. Can we pick things up, please? The perspectives are really annoying me. And like I said, all of the Lord of the Rings comparisons, like they're just kind of grating on me, and that's all I'm being able to see, which is unfortunate. But I'm still enjoying it. I'm just kind of ready for it to be done, but I still have about 7 hours left. So yeah, what was I saying? I already picked one book off, but I think I want to pick some more because I'm ready. I'm in such a reading mood.
I'm a traveling spirit, I've seen many shores, from the West Pacific to the island of Kenya. They treat me like a son anywhere I go, and even though no one can tell, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it on my own, on my own. I have learned that no one else can carry this load. It's a train where I'm the only passenger on board. Oh, there is beauty to road. But even so, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. On my own.
Hey guys, so I wanted to close off this vlog with telling you all I finished the Eye of the World. I finished it. I finished the whole thing, and wow, that ending was a bit of a disappointment. I will continue on with the series. I will. I don't know when, but I will. Final thoughts. I gave it a 3.5 star, which is really, really good. I just couldn't give it the full 4 stars because compared to a lot of other fantasy I read, this is definitely not a new favorite, at least not this first book is. I could see maybe it's going somewhere I really like, but as well because of so much Tolkien in this book, I feel like I can't give it, you know, that much credit because it's literally Lord of the Rings to me. Like, that is what is now tied in my brain together. This cannot exist without what has come previous, but he didn't need to, you know, I feel like put so much of it in there, and I know thankfully you guys have been telling me that it does start to broaden out into its own thing later on in the series, but just for this first book, right, that's all I have, and that's the rating I gotta give it. So overall, I liked it though, right? I still really liked it. 3.5 stars is a really good rating. I enjoyed my time with it. It was a fun journey. There were definitely a lot of slow parts, but overall, I think the characters are what made this. My favorite character, I think, is definitely Perrin or Lan. Perrin or Lan. Least favorite is Matt. Matt and Rand. Particularly Matt, but also Rand. Mostly Rand. Not actually, just Matt and Rand. I also think maybe I should not have had to like look at the glossary as much as I did for like repeated words and things that I've never cracked my knuckles before. Ooh. I just don't think I should have had to repeatedly look up the same glossary term, like multiple ones over and over again, because in the book it seemed like they were changing, and I heard somewhere that like Robert Jordan didn't really have the lore of the world cemented when he wrote the first one down, so maybe that's why. But as well, the magic system to me was very vague. I have no idea how it works. No concept of how it works. And it's either like I want no concept and I want them to just be like with the force, right? I'm just like, okay, it's there. It's this force that we're all somehow connected to, but there's no specific way that it's used. Or a magic system where they have concrete rules laid out, and I feel like this one was just a weird mash where it didn't know what it was doing with that. So that was another thing. But yeah, I just want to say I finished this. I'm really glad I read it, and I'm happy to be moving on from it, moving on to other things. But I'm also very proud that I got through that because that was a long journey to take. So yeah, if you've read it, let me know. And if you're scared of picking it up, I would say go for it. If you've read Lord of the Rings, prepare to be, I think, a little bit bored, because a lot of that translated into boredom in me is what I was trying to say, because I'm like, I've been here before, I know the story. I don't think the writing is as good as Tolkien, at least in this first one. So yeah, but thank you for watching this vlog. Thanks for coming along. I hope you're doing really well. I just learned how to crack my knuckles. That's exciting. And I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao.